Yay! Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm McKinley, by the way. They told me to sit. And I'm Dan's niece. Can you hear me now? Okay. Dear Dan, although all of us are angry at the fact that you left, the amount of relief that we have that you're in a better place is so large. This might not seem like a lot, but I think we're all trying to figure out how to put our emotions into words and be okay. Your constant jokes and pranks continue to remind us of the person you were. Even when Ainsley made us walk up the mountain. Yep, yeah. You heard that. She made us walk. You guys for that. She made us walk up it, claiming she had a plan. You brought a sense of calmness to the moments where there was stress or tension. Your family, friends, coworkers, and I all have so many bright memories of you. You were an inspiration to many. I know you made that cheese win happen from above. But the most heart-wrenching of all, you left your girls. Alana and Neleighs Rasmussen. You two are the strongest girls I know. There has never been a dull moment with you, and I know this will only pull you and our family together. Their grandkids will never get to meet their grandpa. You won't be there to walk them down the aisle, but I know that you will make those weddings happen with whomever you send to meet them. I know you'll make yourself known when they're all home alone and you knock on the doors or turn the lights on just for a little laugh. We couldn't stop your addiction, but God could. You will be missed majorly, Uncle Becca. Alana, it's your turn. Can you hear me from in here?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do it for you?
Spend some ones and twos back there. That's the DJ booth there.
Sorry, everybody. I'm Alana. I'm Dan's daughter, his oldest. And I wrote something from it. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, just speak up.
Okay. First name, does she have one? I've been avoiding writing out what I would say for tonight. I didn't really know what to write. Over the past few weeks, I felt so many emotions in many different extremes. Sorry. The first time I wrote out what I was feeling, I was very angry. I was angry at Dad for promising he would always be in my corner, regardless of how bad he got. I was so mad that he left me and Neleighs all alone. But instead of being angry, I'm choosing peace, because I won't let him take that with him. My dad knew me better than I knew myself, and I think that's why we got along so well. He was without a doubt my best friend. Even when he probably should have been a parent, he could always make me laugh and forget about whatever was troubling me. He made me feel less crazy about the things I was going through because he was the only person on this earth who could truly understand and relate. I keep waiting for the day I wake up and realize this whole thing is just one big nightmare, that I'm dreaming, and when I wake up, I can crawl into my dad's arms and forget about the horror that I saw that day. I keep waiting for the day that I close my eyes at night and I don't see your face. I'm waiting for the day that I get to see you in real life and not just in the depths of my memories. One day, I might not remember the sound of your belly laugh or the smell of your company. One day, my kids will ask, what was Grandpa like? And I would go on about how he used to accompany me and my friends on our joyrides in the summer, or how he used to pick me up from parties and we would go to Waffle House together at 4 a.m. I would tell them how he knew exactly how to brighten their day with just a smile, and that it's a shame that they never got the pleasure to meet their grandpa. Imagining my dad as a grandpa is honestly terrifying. I just know he would fill their minds with inappropriate stories from his college fraternity days and what not to do if you don't wish to spend the night in jail. Instead of being angry or sad that I will never experience the joys of seeing my kids with their grandpa or never letting go of his hand at the end of the aisle at my wedding, passing me off to my husband, I choose to be grateful that I even had this much time with him. Unfortunately, if you know the Rasmussen family closely, you know that our genes are haunted by internal demons that have robbed us of the best people. Unfortunately, no one has ever broken the generational curse of addiction and substance abuse, and my dad had to pay the price. My dad lost his when he was only 17. I'm so grateful that I got the pleasure of having dad around for my first 18 years of life. I'm so grateful to know that I will carry on the good parts of him. The loving prankster that probably put potato chip crumbs in your bed if he was staying with you, or perhaps a certain body part of his as your iPhone's lock screen. Thought you might like that one. I'm also grateful to know that I will be the person to break the generational curse, and I will spend the rest of my life, if I have to, making sure anyone who has ever been in my dad's position gets the help they need, regardless if they want it or not. Because I would not wish this pain on anyone. So instead of looking at this tragic event as something sad, I'm choosing to look at this as an opportunity. An opportunity to remember that life is short. An opportunity to realize that anything and anyone can be ripped from you in the blink of an eye. So reach out. Tell people you love them out of the blue. Squeeze your parents a little harder at the end of each day, if you're able. And don't let your life be filled with what ifs. Follow your heart and do what makes you happy, regardless of what others think. Because I'll be damned if I let this event turn me into a recluse. From here on out, I encourage you all to take this time and turn it into something beautiful to reflect on. Live in the moment and love others with the intensity of 1,000 suns. Loving intensely also means being vulnerable and open. It means allowing ourselves to be fully seen and known by others. When we love with intensity, we let go of fear and embrace the possibility of getting hurt. We understand that love is not always easy, but it's worth the risk. By opening ourselves up to love, we invite joy, compassion, and understanding in our lives. Loving intensely allows us to make a positive impact on the lives of others. When we love with intensity, we inspire and uplift those around us. Our love becomes a source of strength and support for others, encouraging them to be their best selves. By loving intensely, we create a ripple effect of love and kindness that extends far beyond our immediate relationships. Living in the moment and loving with intensity may seem simple, but it requires conscious effort and practice. It requires us to let go of distractions and be fully present in each moment, to take nothing for granted. We must prioritize our relationships and invest time and energy into nurturing them. It requires us to be vulnerable and open, even when it feels uncomfortable. Living in the moment and loving with intensity is essential for a fulfilling and a meaningful life. By embracing the present moment, we can fully experience life's joys and cultivate gratitude. By loving intensely, we create deep and meaningful connections that enrich our lives and the lives of others. So let us strive to live in the moment, love with intensity, and create a life filled with love, joy, and fulfillment. Until we meet again, Dad, I will love you more than you will ever know. Okay, now Neleigh's gonna go. One moment, please.
She got a whole army,
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Neleighs. I'm the daughter. Okay. What? It's not easy to say goodbye, especially to a man like my dad, Daniel Rasmussen. He was my guide in life and was not just my dad, but my best friend. He supported me through everything and was always there when I needed a shoulder to cry on. These past few weeks have felt like a nightmare, but some part of me keeps believing that I'm going to wake up one day and he will be there holding me. He was rich in wisdom, in kindness, and in love. He loved unconditionally and forgave easily. He taught me the importance of resilience and the power of kindness. He taught me not just how to live well, or not just how to live, but to live well, with purpose, with passion, and with love. My dad cherished many things in life, those things consisting of his two boys, Benny and Louie. He also had a very big place in his heart for a ridiculous amount of Skinny Pop popcorn. But in this world, there's nothing he loved more than his girls. He loved me and Alana more than he loved himself. Although he was not the greatest at showing it, but we both knew it. I knew part of him always loved being included in our family Thanksgiving at my mom's house, where we would all eat and play games for hours on end. His laughter always put a bright smile on my entire family's face. He always had a way of turning the bad moments into cherished memories. Yet beneath the surface of his glowing smile and the laughter that filled the room, it was a battle that my dad fought in silence. My dad tried to be strong for me and my sister until he let his addiction take over him and he left me and Alana behind. I always wonder if things could have been different if I had just called him one last time to tell him that I loved him. Or stayed at his house one more night when he didn't want me and Alana to go back home to Mom. I can't go on blaming myself for what I know isn't my fault, or to cherish those last few memories I had with him. I can't say I forgive my dad for leaving me and my sister the way he did, but his two girls are completely shattered to pieces, wishing our dad could just hold us one last time. I spent time trying to come to terms with things, with my dad being gone. But knowing he won't be there to see me graduate and walk me down the aisle someday absolutely tears me to pieces. I want to be okay, I want to stop hurting, and be strong for my family, but my heart aches for you at night when I'm all alone in my room crying because I can't call you to tell you I'm sorry for the fight we had 2 days before you died. I wish he would have fought this battle a little longer just so we could be with his girls one last time. Today, as we are saying goodbye to my dad, I'm not saying goodbye. Instead, I'm saying thank you. Thank you, Dad, for your unconditional love, your endless patience, and your invaluable lessons. Thank you for your laughter, your wisdom, and your guidance. Thank you for being my best friend. I hope you're dancing in the sky with Grandma Cracky and Jazzy.
It's really
I've been asked if anybody has any stories they'd like to share. We'd love to hear them. So we'll congregate for a little while longer, and but that was kind of the end of the memorial here, unless anybody would like to say something else. Thank you.
There is lots of food and drink.
Oh yeah, there's tons of food back there, so if you haven't eaten, please do, especially the salad.